All right, I think we are just about ready to start things off today. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of my Come Hang Out live streams. This is episode number 44. We've made 44 of these things already. Certainly doesn't seem like it. Wow. Hopefully, you guys are having a pretty good day today. Today is. What day is it? What day is it? It's Wednesday. December 15th. Of course it is. Hopefully you guys are having a pretty good Wednesday. Let's go over our streaming schedule really quick before we get any further into the stream. Here we go. We stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time, and I do provide you guys with daily updates. If there's ever a day where I cannot stream, I will let you guys know via my community tab. That is worth checking occasionally if you want to see more information regarding the channel, or if you just want to see random stuff that I post on there. Feel free to check it out. So yeah, in today's stream, we are going to be doing the Lloyd minifigure tier list. I'm going to be filming that live with you guys, and that will become a video later on, hopefully sooner than later. Yeah, I'm excited to get that started. We will start that up in a couple of minutes here. In the meantime, if you guys want to just hang out for a little bit, we can let some more people join in on the stream before we get started with our activity today. Do I still have that hammer that I brought to destroy the electromech? I do still have that hammer. It's actually right here, next to my desk. How about that? Have I seen Spider-Man? Nope, not yet. Seeing it tomorrow. I'm seeing it tomorrow. So, yeah, it doesn't release here in the States until tomorrow. Is there a stream tomorrow? Yeah, there should be. I think I will be back in time to stream tomorrow. My screening for Spider-Man tomorrow is pretty early, so I should be back in time to stream for you guys. So yeah, expect a stream tomorrow. If there's a last minute change, I will let you guys know in advance. Season 4 pictures? Sure. While we sit for a little bit before we start the tier list? Yeah, totally. Yes, I did put the tier list in the description as well. In case you guys want to do it as well along with me. Again, we are going to be doing the Lloyd Garmadon minifigure tier list later on in the stream. Couple of minutes, we'll start that up. Is mayonnaise an instrument? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed it is. Yeah, I'll let you guys know how I feel about the movie when I see it. Obviously, no spoilers from me. My review will probably have spoilers in it, but I'm going to be separating it. You know, there's going to be a spoiler-free section at the beginning of the video, and then it will jump into spoilers later on. That's how I'm planning on doing my review. Have I watched the new Hawkeye episode? Yeah, I did, actually. I really liked it. Again, no spoilers for that, but yes, I did watch it, and I thought that it was pretty enjoyable, especially the last couple of minutes. I thought that was really exciting. So I'm looking forward to next week's. Isn't next week the finale for Hawkeye? Maybe I can actually review that next week too. Yeah, the Rotten Tomatoes score on yeah, it's pretty high for Spider-Man right now. I don't think it's a 100 anymore. I thought it was initially, but I think it dropped down from then. If there was a Dareth Brickhead, would I buy it? Probably not. I'm not a huge fan of Dareth. If you want to hear more of my thoughts on why I don't like Dareth, feel free to check out the video that went up earlier today. It's kind of a little bit of a video as to why I don't really like Dareth so much. And unanimously, everybody agreed with me, which is always fun. Nah, there was a lot of arguing in the comments, but I do plan on doing a video about that later on as well. So, you know, it is what it is at the end of the day. Not too upset about it. Do I think I'll ever do blind reactions to new seasons of Ninjago? Like watching the episodes for the first time, recording my reactions to it. I've thought about it. The only thing is I don't think I could make that a video due to like copyright and stuff. The best I could do is probably releasing those as like audio tracks or like commentary or something like that for future seasons. If that's something that you guys are interested in, feel free to let me know, because I could totally do that if that's something that you guys are interested in. Just kind of depends on how many people want to see that, you know? Yeah, I think Dareth's pretty annoying. I think. Is Spider-Man gonna break more records than Endgame? I don't know personally, because in the current pandemic or whatever, movies are kind of in a weird spot. The box office is kind of a mess right now. I think the new movie, I'm willing to bet that the new Spider-Man will top $1 billion at the worldwide box office, but I don't think it's gonna pass Endgame. I'd be surprised if it passed Far From Home, honestly. So, just my thoughts on that. Building a Lego Minecraft set? Cool. I don't have any Minecraft sets. I have no Lego Minecraft sets at all. Never decided to get any. Some of them do look kind of cool, though. I was kind of looking at some of the newer ones. They have like a fox house coming out. That sounds kind of cool. Yeah, it's probably not going to surpass Endgame. I'd be genuinely surprised. Time to binge all the Marvel movies in order. Yeah, you know, it's always fun to do that every now and then. Definitely no issue with that. You got the Jungle Dragon. Cool. Yeah, the Jungle Dragon's a pretty sweet looking dragon. Not gonna lie. That's a pretty good dragon. Alright. I think it's about time to switch things over to the Lloyd Garmadon tier list. So, excuse me while I set that up, and then we can actually, you know, film that, talk about it, do it alongside you guys. Let's go ahead and find my stream, though, on my phone, because I need to monitor the chat on my phone as opposed to the actual screen that I have set up. All right, just excuse me for a quick moment, you guys. I will set this up and then we will begin. In fact, I think this is all we need to do. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, so here we are on the Lloyd Garmadon tier list. As you can see, we have a lot of the Lloyd minifigures down here. Just a quick disclaimer before we start this Lloyd tier list. A lot of the Lloyd figures, especially, as I was going through them collecting images, I found that a lot of the Lloyd Garmadon figures have a lot of instances where, you know, one suit is kind of changed ever so slightly to make a new version. For example, it'll be like, you know, for example, in season 11, Lloyd's figure was included as the full suit, but it was also included in one set with a black half mask. We're not going to be counting variations like that. I just think those are way too small of changes to warrant an entire new minifigure being added to this. So this is essentially the new, or this is essentially the base of what we have right now. These are all of the Lloyd Garmadon figures that do not have some type of minor or slight variation. Once again, guys, for our tiers on this tier list today, we have at the top, perfect, followed by great, followed by good. Average is kind of like the middle ground. Bad being bad, awful, and the worst is the worst category. That's the lowest that I can rank any figure. Feel free to check out this tier list using the link in the description if you want to go ahead and rank these along with me. Otherwise, if you just want to hang out in the chat and, you know, talk about each of these figures as we go through them, feel free to do so. This will become a video later on, and I'm excited to do this tier list. Lloyd has a lot of really cool figures, so let's see where they end up. I'm gonna crack my knuckles quick, gonna take a sip of my water, and then we will begin today's tier list. All right. So, starting things off, we have the young Lloyd, the original Lloyd Garmadon, the first one. Where would I rank this guy? He's a pretty cool looking figure. I think the legacy version does the print a little better, though. But as, you know, Lloyd Garmadon figures go, he's very iconic, very kind of cutesy, very much like a young Lloyd. I'm going to put him in the good section, I think. I think that's a good place for young Lloyd. I like this figure a lot. I think the legacy version is a lot better, though, and we will get to that eventually. But as this original base Lloyd goes, he's kind of cool. I like how he printed the ribcage on his torso. I like the green number 5, sort of hinting at his green destiny. I think this is a pretty good spot for him. But what do you guys have to say about the young Lloyd figure? Hate young Lloyd the worst. Fair enough. I can see how some folks wouldn't like it. Good, nostalgic, awful. It seems like this figure is kind of mixed in terms of community reception. How about that? I was not expecting it to be super mixed in the chat. I like this figure a lot, though. Young Lloyd, I think he's very, very cool. Still confused on his outfit. He's just trying to be like his dad, you know? Black hoodie, paint some rib cages on there. Yeah, essentially just like his father, Lord Garmadon. Let's go ahead and move on to Lloyd ZX, who is definitely one of the best Lloyd figures. That figure immediately goes in the perfect tier for me. I think that's where he belongs. There will probably be some other figures up here sort of shifting him away from the first place spot, but this figure is iconic to me and a lot of other Ninjago fans. The story of how I tried to acquire this figure back in the day is crazy, and I love telling that story. I'll tell it to you guys sometime as well. I know I've done videos on the channel about it already, so feel free to look it up if you'd like. But yeah, this figure is awesome to me. I love Lloyd ZX a lot. I think the gray armor is excellent. I love the printing. Very stoic Green Ninja. For the first Green Ninja, he's pretty cool. He's a pretty solid design. I like him a lot. What are you guys saying about him? Why does it do that? Tiermaker for some reason jumps down all the way sometimes and just shows an advertisement, so you might see some random ads pop up on the video. Nice, great, perfect, 10 out of 10, great. Lots of greats, lots of perfects. I agree. I agree with you guys. I think it's really cool, really awesome. How many times have I rewatched Ninjago? The original couple of seasons I've watched a lot. I need to watch some of the newer ones again. I could totally do some rewatches for them. All right, Kimono Lloyd. You guys already know I love the Kimono Ninja. Perfect. In fact, I'm going to put this one above Lloyd ZX. There we go. Reasons why I love Kimono Lloyd. I love the switch in golden armor. I think that looks awesome. Kind of foreshadows his golden destiny later on in the season. This figure was released in a character encyclopedia book back in 2012, I think. So kind of hard to find this guy, but overall I think it's worth it if you can get your hands on him. Super cool figure. The kimonos are one of my favorite ninja suits overall. I love all of the kimono suits, and Lloyd is no exception to that rule. I think Kimono Lloyd looks excellent. And how do you guys feel about the switch from like gunmetal to gold armor? I personally like it a lot. But what do you guys have to say about it? Perfect, 11 out of 10, bunch of perfects. Yeah, this is one that I had a hard time finding as well because it was really difficult to find the book for some reason that this comes in. But I was able to get him eventually, and I've treasured that figure ever since. So, cool and iconic. Yeah, that's fair. God tier, that's also fair. All right, moving on to Golden. Oh my goodness, Golden Lloyd. This guy is one of the best Ninjago figures ever. I'm putting him in perfect all the way at the top. Golden Lloyd, the original Kimono Lloyd, is easily one of my favorite Ninjago minifigures ever. I love this figure so much. I love the golden look that Lloyd has here. The only issue, if I could point out one issue, the face print doesn't really look like Lloyd. I've always kind of had an issue with that. But you know what? The suit itself is perfect. I love the little green highlights along with some of the black highlights. It just looks great, and I have no real complaints with the original Golden Lloyd. Easily one of my favorite Ninjago minifigures ever, as I said earlier. What do you guys have to say about it? Perfect, 100 out of 10, 10 out of 10, obviously perfect. Like I was clearly biased, we already have 3 perfects. That is true. Of the Lloyd figures that we have on the board so far, 3 of them are perfect. Admittedly, Lloyd actually has some of the best designed suits out there in my opinion, but we will get to more of them later on, and we will eventually fill up a lot of these tiers, because there are definitely some Lloyd figures that I feel like, aren't all that great in my opinion. So, perfect. Your brother used to have the original Golden Lloyd until he lost it in a car on vacation to Tennessee. That's kind of a heartbreaking story. As you scroll down again to your maker, thank you very much. Kind of a heartbreaking story, so I apologize for that. But yeah, Golden Lloyd, perfect in my opinion. Let's go ahead and move on to Techno Lloyd. Okay, so Techno Lloyd I think is actually kind of decent looking compared to some of the other Techno Ninja. I'm going to put him in good, but I'm going to put him above original Lloyd, because in my opinion, Techno Lloyd, I like the golden armor. I like the golden printing on the torso overall. I like how he reverted back to green as well after having gold here for a little bit. I'm glad he went back to green. Biggest issue with this guy, no leg printing. The NRG side of the torso is kind of a mess. In fact, the overall torso is kind of chaotic, but I think it works overall. I like the dark green arms. This easily could have been a lot worse, but it also could have been a lot better in my opinion. Very much a good figure in my opinion. Definitely a lot better than some of the other Techno Ninja that we've seen in the past. A lot of you guys are saying good, average, good. Yeah, I'm putting him in the good section. I think average is a little too low to rank this guy because he's not like the other Techno Ninja. If he didn't have golden armor, he probably would have dropped a couple more points for me. I think the golden armor ties it all together real nicely. So, just my thoughts on Techno Lloyd. Next up, we have Stone Armor Lloyd. I love the Stone Armor Ninja. In fact, this guy's going in perfect as well. Another one in perfect. I really like the Stone Armor on Lloyd, though. I think the silver and the green are a classic color combination. Strays away from the gold that we had here. We have a $1.99 donation from Alden as well. Thank you very much. Vader Kai will beat the living of Spinjitzu Bros. Sure he will. Excellent. Thank you, Alden, for the $1.99, though. Love to see it. Thanks for supporting the channel. Going back to Stone Armor Lloyd. Yeah, dark green arms look great. Silver armor looks fantastic. I don't mind Stone Armor Lloyd all that much. I like the Stone Armor suits a lot. I think they're some of Ninjago's best. Easily a lot better than the Techno robes, let's be real. Let's see. A lot of you guys are saying perfect, great, good. Couple goods, couple greats, couple perfects. Kind of across the board on this one too. So, yeah, fair enough. don't like the masks. Yeah, that's fair. I kind of like the half masks, though. I like how they finally included the ninja's hair pieces in the set. That was nice to actually see. Tournament Lloyd. Going on to Tournament Lloyd here. Where to put Tournament Lloyd? Honestly, this guy's not too bad. He could be a lot better, though. Maybe I'll put him in... You know what? I don't know where to put this guy. I think Legacy Lloyd did this a lot better. Maybe average, actually. I'm going to put Tournament Lloyd in the average section. I think the green sleeveless look doesn't work as well as for Lloyd as it does maybe on some other ninja, such as Cole, especially, and even Kai to an extent. I still think it's a fine-looking figure. I like the green and the black printing, but once again, I feel like the Legacy variant of the same suit, where is it? Right here, does the actual tournament robes a lot better. I just like that style a little more. I'd probably say average for Tournament Lloyd, to be honest. Why do you keep doing that to your maker? Come on. Yeah, probably average, in my opinion. A lot of you guys are saying average. Good, average, agree. That's fair. Throw it out the window. Never want to see that Lloyd again. It's not that bad. I actually prefer the half masks. They look more dynamic. Yeah, I can see that. I just like how they include the hair pieces. Sometimes we get a half mask. It's nice to have that variety, but like later on in Ninjago's line, I think they rely too much on that variety, and they kind of make you buy like the full, or that make you buy more sets if you want to get the full figure. But that's a rant for another day. Is it something with my mouse that's making Tier Maker do that? Who cares? It's just going to jump down a lot to whatever advertisement is playing down here. Thanks for that. All right, let's move on to what do we got next? We got Jungle Lloyd or Zukin Lloyd. This guy's good, I think. Yeah, this guy's good. He's good. Biggest issue about this guy is like the lack of like, I don't know, something about the colors throw me off. Maybe it's the fact that this brown is more orange than brown. Maybe the orange and the green doesn't look very good together. I think it's supposed to be brown, but on green it just kind of looks orange in my opinion. I like the symbol on top of the hood. That looks nice. Overall, a nice upgrade from the tournament robes, that's for sure. But it's not my favorite Zukin or Jungle robe out there. It's not the worst either. So I'd put it in the good section. It's fine. It's okay. It's good. Can't really say too much else about it. I think my biggest issue is just the torso printing overall. So, you guys are saying good, great, perfect. Lego wants money. Yes, that is true. That's exactly why they do it. Why are the headband hair pieces still around in the sets? I don't know, but they are pretty cool pieces. So I'll take extras. You know, I don't mind having extras of those parts, especially because they're really cool. So yeah, why not? Good. Yeah, a lot of goods for this guy. I would agree. He's not that great, but he's also not terrible either. So, DX Lloyd. Okay, here's my issue with DX Lloyd. Okay, for context, this guy came out in a Lego cube thing, like a Lego minifigure cube, alongside a couple of other figures from other themes. Kind of hard to find this guy, but, you know, we have a DX Lloyd, so that's kind of cool. I'd put him in great, but I do have some issues with him. I don't like how they're using the ZX hood. They could have used the original hood in green. That would have been a lot better. And to take away the golden armor, this version of Lloyd doesn't need golden armor. If you wanted to make a DX Lloyd, I'm not sure why they decided to not, you know, make it a DX style Lloyd, but I do like how easy it is to fix. Like, it's easy enough to fix those problems that I talked about, and the print itself is pretty nice. It also has a really cool Lloyd face underneath, so... You know, I like this figure a lot. I like it enough to put it in the great section. I think it's cool. I like that we have one. Just kind of wish they made some different choices for the official release. So, my thoughts, just my quick thoughts on DX Lloyd. Average, burn it. Great, perfect. What else we got? Great, burn it. Seems like a little bit of variation for this one too. Seems like some folks love it, some folks hate it. I can totally see why some people would like it and hate it, honestly. All right, let's move on to Deepstone Lloyd. Deepstone Lloyd. I like the black and the green. That looks really cool. I'll probably put it in great too, but I'll put it above DX Lloyd. I like the Deepstone figures a lot. Some of them make some questionable choices, but Lloyd's figure I think is fine. You have the black, you have the green, you have the little bits of gold. Summarizes all of Lloyd's colors up until this moment. You have the black, you have the green, and you have the gold. In my opinion, Deepstone Lloyd is probably one of the best Lloyd figures in the season 5 season. There's only a couple, but I think it's one of the best ones, obviously. And I think it's one of the best Deepstone suits as well. I like the color combinations of the green and the black and the gold. As mentioned, I think it works out quite a bit. So I'll put it in the great section. Great, perfect, bunch of goods, couple perfects. Tier maker keeps on scrolling down. Stop doing that to me, tier maker. Don't know why you hate me so much. Too much black on Lloyd. That's fair. That's a fair thing to say. I think something like the Skybound suit does that concept a lot better. But I don't mind the black on Lloyd here. I think it looks better on Lloyd than some of the other ninja. Deep Stone's my favorite Lloyd figure. Green and black will always be a superior combo. Yeah, it is a nice color combination. I like that a lot. I think it looks pretty good. And like I said, it kind of combines aspects from other Lloyd figures too. All of his colors kind of combine together to create this guy. I like that a lot. Possessed Lloyd is a very cool figure. I'm putting that in perfect, but where should it go? I'll probably put it above Stone Armor. Not as cool as something like the ZX suit for Lloyd, but still good nonetheless. I like Possessed Lloyd a lot. I like the evil and dreadful look. It's sort of like Moro possessing Lloyd's body. I think it looks really cool. Even under this massive armor piece, you have some pretty cool printing, which kind of shows this suit, but kind of broken apart and kind of torn up, which I think is a really cool detail that they added there. Yeah, overall, I like this guy a lot. I like the hood as well. I kind of wish that hood was used on a couple more ninja, but it wasn't, which is kind of a shame. I like that hood. I like the print underneath for the face. I think overall, this suit is awesome. If I had one minor complaint, I wish the overall suit was black as opposed to like this dark green. But again, that's just a minor complaint. It's still a very perfect figure nonetheless. A lot of you guys are saying perfect as well. That's what I think too. So yeah. Emo Lloyd, yeah, it's a pretty good way of summarizing this guy. Got a couple god tiers in there. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I think this guy's pretty cool. Not too much else to say about it. I recently added this guy back to my collection after selling him a couple years ago, and I'm glad that I got him back because he's a really cool figure. All right, Skybound Lloyd, or Destiny Lloyd, whatever you want to call this guy. How do I feel about this guy? I think the suit is pretty good. I want to put it in perfect, but for some reason I think I should put it in great. I think I'm going to put it in great. I like the Skybound suits a lot on the ninja. I think the black and the green combo is really nice here, but for some reason I think the other ninja do this guy a lot better, or do this design a lot better. Maybe even Kai with like the black and the red, that looks a lot cooler than this. Zane does it a lot better too. I don't know, for some reason the Skybound Lloyd figure doesn't appeal to me as much as some of the other Skybound suits. Still a fantastic design though for a ninja suit. Again, basically doing the Deep Stone suit but adding more of the ninja's primary colors to it. Not too terrible there. Overall, yeah, I really enjoy this version of Lloyd. Not gonna lie, I think it looks quite cool. Not cool enough to put it in perfect though, but still great nonetheless. A couple averages, couple perfects, couple greats from you guys. I see a few goods in there too. Fair enough. I mean, I haven't really seen anyone say anything overly negative about this guy. Skybound Lloyd looks weird. His torso's too plain. Yeah, I can kind of see where you're coming from. It has the same basic design of the other as the other Skybound ninja do. But yeah, I think other ninja do it a lot better. Maybe if this dragon was a different color, maybe I'd like it a little more. Who knows? Who's to say? Yeah, great tier for me. Let's move on to Air Jitsu Lloyd. This guy came out in, what set was it? It was like a Air Jitsu battle pack thing with Nia as well. I never ended up getting this guy, but I do like the design. I think the black and the green here look really nice. I'll probably, I'll put it in average. I'll put it in average, but I'll put it above Tournament Lloyd. Biggest issue with this guy, I'm really not a big fan of like the unprinted green mask. I think it works well on the other ninja, not so much on Lloyd. Not sure what it is about unprinted green masks that kind of throw me off, but this guy, kind of average to me. I do like the crackling energy effect going on here on the torso print. That's nice. Again, I think the black and the green look nice. That mask though, why do I hate the plain green mask so much? I mean, even up here on DX Lloyd, I was kind of complaining about it. I don't know. I don't know what it is about the plain green ZX mask that I hate so much, but you know what? It is what it is. Average for me. Average tier. If we saw it in the show, maybe it'd be a little better. Maybe I'd put it a little higher. A lot of you guys are saying bad, good, average, god tier. A couple averages, a couple more bads, a couple more god tiers, a couple more perfect tiers. Seems like this guy's kind of all across the board too from the audience here, from the chat. Yeah, I don't know. I put him in the middle. I'd say he's pretty average. I don't own this guy in real life though, so maybe that has some type of say in how I rank him. So, what do I hate? Deepstone Nia. I think on its own that suit's fine. I just don't like it compared to the rest of the Deepstone Ninja. It looks really out of place and kind of stupid when you compare it to the others. Here we go. Honor Lloyd. Okay, Honor Lloyd I have a little bit of a problem with, but overall it's a pretty great figure. I think it's very classic. I'm not going to put it any higher than this, but I think Honor Lloyd or Day of the Departed Lloyd, or not perfect, but great tier for me. Big issue with this guy. If you wanted to make something that would look similar to like the original Ninja combined with their ZX variant, why would you make it like this? This is just straight up a Lloyd original Ninja print. While that might seem good to some other people, you could easily make like an OG Green Ninja design if you wanted to. That would match up with some of the other original Ninja. I just don't think it works for like a Day of the Departed or Honor celebratory robe, which is kind of supposed to be taking inspiration from other suits. You could argue that the dark green arms are kind of a reference to the ZX suit, but I would have loved to have seen more silver throughout the design if that was the case. Overall, this guy though, he's not too bad. I'm putting him in the great tier, but not as good as some of these guys in my opinion. I do like the brown armor though, and the new hood is nice. I like the color combination of the dark green and the average normal green. Not too bad of a color combination there. Pretty good all things considered. Let's see, what do you guys got for me in terms of this guy? How do you feel about Honor Lloyd? I think I've said everything that I want to say about him. Perfect, average, bad, perfect, good, perfect, awful, good, average, great, good, average. John Cena. There's a lot of variation with this guy. A lot of variation here. I don't know. I think he could have been a lot cooler. It's good if you want to make like an original style Lloyd figure, but that's pretty much all it's good for. Kind of, it's a mixed bag, but I do think it's a pretty sweet design. Moving on to Fusion Lloyd, Hands of Time Lloyd. This guy's okay as Hands of Time Ninja go. He's not the worst design that I've seen for a Hands of Time Ninja. I'll probably put him in average. I'll put him above everything else in average tier though, but average for me. I think a lot of the Hands of Time or Fusion Ninja do like too little of a job at actually making sure that the detailing makes sense and looks good. I mean, there's a lot of detailing for sure on all of the Fusion Ninja, and on some Ninja it works, on others it doesn't. Lloyd's I'm kind of mixed on. I like the printing here. I like the mix of the green and the gold. That looks nice. Again, I kind of complimented that on other figures too. I just don't like the black arms. I think it's a very weird contrast, especially on Lloyd. It works for somebody like Cole, because, he's the black ninja by default. On someone like Lloyd, nah, I'm not buying it. I don't like how that looks too much. So, average tier for me. I think it's a good design, minus the black arms. It's not as stupid looking as some of the other Fusion Ninja are, but still average tier. Average tier for me. Thank you, Tier Maker, for ruining that. What do you guys got to say about it? Bad, perfect, average, couple averages. Amazing. I have that figure. Me too. I have it as well in my collection. Just for, completion's sake and whatnot. Great. Kind of mixed here, not gonna lie. So, yeah, Hands of Time Kai, not sure how to feel about that. Pretty average to me. Ninjago movie, or what did I say? Kai? I meant Lloyd. Ninjago movie Lloyd. Let's move on to Ninjago movie Lloyd. This guy is kind of cool. I like the black and the green and the gold. Again, a lot of the Ninjago movie suits decided to go for that primarily black design. I think it looks good. I'm going to put it in the good section. I think it could be a lot worse. Could have been a lot worse. I don't hate this design at all. He's also not the most, outstanding design ever. He's also very simplistic in his design, but I think for the Ninjago movie, that kind of works out. I don't mind this version of Lloyd at all. First introduction to his new face with the green eyes. I think that looks good after a while. I think a lot of people got used to it. I'm going to put it in the good section once again. I don't mind this guy at all. I also like the subtle green on the arms. I think that looks pretty cool as well. Perfect for the movie. Probably wouldn't translate well to anything else for the character. A lot of you guys are saying good, average, don't like it. That's fair. I think a lot of people are kind of mixed on this guy, honestly. Yeah, exactly. Awful, great, average, perfect. Very much mixed. That's fair. That is fair. I understand why a lot of people don't like the Ninjago movie designs. I think some of them are good. Some of them, though, don't look as good, such as Zane. Lloyd, though, looks fine, putting him in the good section. Now we have casual Lloyd, or at least the first attempt at doing a casual Lloyd. I like this guy a lot. I'm going to put him in the... I'll put him in average, but I'll put him probably right at the very bottom of average. I think it's very cool to have like a casual Lloyd with just like a normal green hoodie. I also love the hood piece with the hair sticking out. That looks awesome. This one came out in the collectible minifigures series for the Ninjago movie. Yeah, I like him a lot. It's good to have a casual Lloyd, as I said, and this design I could see carrying over to the TV show as well, because I think he wore something similar during the TV show. Didn't he, for his casual outfit during like Possession or something? I thought he wore something a little similar, maybe like a green jacket or something. Looks pretty good, looks pretty cool. I kind of want that figure. Don't have it just yet, but I hope to get it one day. Better than the other casual ninja. Yeah, I can see that. He's eating cereal. Yep, gotta get that breakfast in. You know what I'm saying? Good. Great, average, perfect, great, amazing, good. Awesome and cute. Yeah, he's a pretty cute design for a casual ninja, I must say. I like him a lot. Can't really rank it any higher, but he's pretty good, I must say. Definitely not a bad design. This version is a little different, and I kind of like this one a lot more. It's essentially the same thing, except his hoodie is open, exposing his green ninja costume below. I think that's a really cool design for a figure. It kind of shows the ninja like halfway through, changing from street clothes to ninja clothes. I like that a lot. I'm going to put him in the good section, but I think I'm going to rank him there. I like that a lot more dynamic and action-packed in terms of like a figure compared to this guy, that's for sure. And I do like that face, very angry face, very, motivated, like he's ready to go fight some bad guys. I think he looks cool. I like that design overall, revealing the green ninja suit below his jacket. I like that a lot. Let's see, what do you guys got for it? Good, bad, amazing, perfect, God tier, good. Great. Why is he so angry? He's angry at his dad, most likely. He's angry at Mr. Garmadon for abandoning him all those many moons ago. That's why, at least in my mind, that's why he's so angry. I like this design. I think it looks cool. I don't think we ever saw something like this in the movie, to my knowledge. I don't think we saw that exact print, but, it is what it is. It's good enough. It's good enough. All right, let's move on. Oh, this guy. Okay. This is something that we can put in like the bad tier. This white trainee version of Lloyd. Yeah, these white outfits are so boring, man. I think they look cool, but I'm just tired of seeing them. Like, all of the ninja have an outfit like this, and it just looks boring. At least for this version, you actually have the correct hairpiece. There was a polybag that came out a while ago featuring a white-suited Lloyd like this, except he had Cole's original hairpiece in blonde. Very strange, but I opted to go for the one that had the right hairpiece. Even so, it doesn't make this figure any good. I probably wouldn't put it in awful or the worst, because I think there are definitely some worse Lloyd figures out there that we'll get to, don't you worry. The white suits, I think, are, again, they look fine, but they're just boring. I've seen them a lot, and I've seen too much of them. A lot of you guys are saying bad, awful, the worst. I wouldn't put it in the worst. I think this is definitely better than some other ones that we will get to. That we'll get to soon enough, don't you worry. Yeah, in terms of this guy, though, he's not the best. Just kind of boring, kind of bad. First one in the bad section. Kendo Lloyd, I'm going to put in the exact same spot. Like a lot of the other Kendo Ninja go. This guy is just the original movie Lloyd with Kendo armor. Fun, terrific. The only reason why I have this guy on the list is because he's technically one of the Kendo Ninja. If he had a mask, would have been a little better. You know what? I'm going to bump him down one tier because no mask. I'm going to bump him down to the awful tier. I'm going to bump him down one place because no mask. I just realized that. Or did he have a mask? Did he have a mask in that set? Let me know. If he had a mask, he's going up to bad. If he didn't, awful tier. Why does he have a gun? I think that's supposed to be like a training staff. I don't think that's a gun. Yeah, imagine Lloyd shows up to Kendo practice, like armed and dangerous. I'm ready to go. A lot of you guys are saying bad for this guy. Yeah, it's just the Kendo Ninja. Can't really say too much about that. I'm at a loss for words here. If he had a Kendo mask, I can't remember if he came with one or not. Some of you guys are saying that he does. Gold Kendo mask. Like, he had a mask? Okay, I need to look into that because I cannot remember. But a lot of you guys are saying that he had a mask, so we'll bump him back up to bad. There we go. There we go. I don't know for sure if he does have a kendo mask or not. I'm just putting that out there. You guys are saying that he does, so bad tier. Let's move on to Sons of Garmadon. Lloyd. Season 8 Lloyd. Pretty good figure, I must say. I don't think he's perfect by any means. I think he's really cool, though. I'll probably put him at the top of the greats. I like this guy a lot. Very similar design to the Ninjago movie, just with, reversed colors and more of an emphasis on the green aspect of the Green Ninja. I think it looks cool. I like it a lot. I like the diamond pattern going across the torso. I don't have an issue with it. I think it looks awesome. I like the gray armor. Biggest problem with it, though, is that it's not as cool as some of these other guys up here. It's also not my favorite of these Season 8 or, Sons of Garmadon Ninja, so that's why he's kind of getting, dropped points a little bit. But, he's still a pretty cool looking figure. So great tier for me. I'll put him at the top of the greats. Top of the great tier, I suppose. Great, perfect. Bunch of greats. A mess. Yeah, I can see why someone would say that. Good. I'm seeing anywhere from good to great to perfect, primarily. I'm seeing like a mix of these ones. So, yeah, I agree. He's pretty cool. Putting him right in the middle of the perfect and the good. Put him on the great. All right, let's move on. What is this? Spinjitzu 2018 Lloyd? Okay, I'm going to be honest with this guy. He's not as bad as some other 2018 Spinjitzu Ninja are. He's probably one of the best looking ones. Doesn't mean I'm going to give him a pass, though. I think he's still an awful looking figure. I like the energized torso print, though. That's kind of cool. I just don't... I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this guy. I kind of like the hood. I do like the hood with the green and the green headband. I think that looks kind of cool, I guess. But I just don't like any of the Spinjitzu 2018 Ninja. I think they all look kind of bad in their own way, and Lloyd is no exception. He's not the worst. He's not Zane level of bad. But I'd say still awful tier for me. A lot of you guys are saying awful as well. A couple bads, though. A couple bads. But I'm seeing a lot more awfuls as opposed to bads, which is fair, honestly. I understand how you guys feel about this guy. I feel the same way. He's not great. Hunted Lloyd, Season 9 Lloyd. Where should I put Hunted Lloyd? I like this guy a lot, actually. I like him a lot more than Season 8 Lloyd. I'm going to put him in perfect tier, but I'm going to put him right where I put him, right at the very end of the perfect tier. This guy is probably one of the best hunted ninja out of all of the Season 9 designs that LEGO put out for the ninja team. I think that Hunted Lloyd is one of the best ones out there. I love the dark green primarily. I like the primarily dark green body. I like the little bits of light green in there. I like the black on the mask. I would prefer it with a shoulder armor. Not sure why they have this bracket on the back. Might have been from the Oni Titan set. Not too sure. Overall, this guy's pretty cool. I like the Woo Crew symbol up in the top corner of his torso print. Looks really cool. Again, looks like kind of a nomad or, like a, whatchamacallit, like a battle damage Lloyd almost. Fugitive Lloyd, if you will. He's definitely not too bad of a design. A lot of you guys are saying perfect for this guy as well. I would agree. I think he's really cool looking. Really awesome. Really awesome. Really cool. All right, let's move on to, what do we got next? Legacy Lloyd. Okay, Legacy Lloyd. I get why people are tired of it. It's a very simplistic design, I agree. I'm going to put it in the good section, though. Probably put it above Small Lloyd. I like Legacy Lloyd a fair bit. I think his torso print could have been a little bit more dynamic. It's kind of simple, especially when you compare it to some of the other Legacy Ninja. The Legacy Ninja are very inconsistent when it comes to torso printing, so I can't really put it any higher than this, but it is pretty good still. I like the dragon. I like the black and the gold. I like the mask with the dark green headband. It's a pretty good looking, like very simplistic Lloyd costume, but because it's so simplistic, I can't place it any higher, so I'm going to put it in the good section. I think it's good. Like, don't get me wrong, I think it's awesome, but not as great as it could have been, not as great as some of these other guys, that's for sure. Or at least just, that's just my opinion at the end of the day. Bland, average, Sons of Garmadon Lloyd is better, I agree. Average, good, couple goods. It's a nice suit. Yeah, I think it's actually pretty nice. I just think it's, again, kind of overused and kind of boring and basic, but that's just my opinion. Moving on here, we still got a couple to get through, so we're going to go through these pretty quickly. Golden Lloyd. A couple of different ways that you guys could do this one. Sometimes it comes with a different face. Sometimes it comes with no armor. All in all, though, this guy is pretty cool looking. I'm going to put him in perfect. In fact, I'm going to put him above Season 9 Lloyd. I like Legacy Golden Lloyd a lot. I like the double dragons on his torso print. I think that looks super cool. I love the hood with the dark green headband. I love the face. I love how it comes with armor in later releases. Overall, very cool. Not as cool as the original Golden Ninja, but still fantastic nonetheless. I like this guy a lot. I might like him a little bit more than some other people like him. I'm seeing a lot of goods and averages in the chat. I personally think he's perfect, but that's just my opinion. I think he's awesome. I like this guy a lot. I think they absolutely nailed it with Golden Lloyd for Legacy. Just my thoughts on that. A lot of you guys are saying lots of averages, lots of goods. Couple perfects in there. That's fair. Let's move on to Season 11 Lloyd. This guy, I actually think, good lord, tier maker. Season 11 Lloyd. This guy, I think, is pretty cool looking. I like how he has the yellow hands. That was going to throw me off at first. I thought that would absolutely irritate me. But yellow hands are good enough. I'm going to put him above Legacy Lloyd, or Season 10 Lloyd, whatever you want to call him. But Season 11 Lloyd, I'm going to put him in the good section. I like the shoulder armor. I like the brown arm. I like the mask with his symbol up there. It's a very simplistic Lloyd suit again, but I think it works a lot better than this guy does. That's for sure. And we've seen him a lot, so he's kind of become a staple of the Ninjago series, or at least for Lloyd's costumes. So yeah, pretty good in my opinion. Not my favorite Season 11 design overall, but still decent, still pretty great, in its own way. I just can't rank it any higher than the good tier. So take a sip of my water. A lot of you guys are saying good for this one. Good, great, awesome. A couple perfects in there. That's fair. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like this guy as much as some of the other Lloyds that we've already discussed. So I can't really rank him any higher, but he's still fine, still good. This guy, Forbidden Spinjitzu Lloyd, is less great due to the lack of armor and lack of a proper hood. So I'm going to put him in the average section, probably just right there. I don't like this guy as much as this guy. I think the masks look kind of weird, Maybe if they tried to adopt more from these masks, I'd like him a little more. I do like the green energy, though, shooting out the top of his head. That's kind of fun. Again, the lack of the armor, though, and the hood being a little bland, it just makes this guy look very average. And out of all of the NRG style ninja, the Forbidden Spinjitzu guys are not really my favorite. So average tier for me, right at the very end of average. A lot of you guys are saying average for this guy as well. Couple bads though, couple bads in there. That's fair. Boo Lloyd. Lloyd went Super Saiyan. Yeah, that's true. It's kind of more true in this next one where he's kind of all jacked up on energy, but we'll get to that one in a few seconds. Don't you worry. They messed up most of the Forbidden Spinjitzu ninja hoods. Yeah, imagine if it was just the Season 11 hood, but with the top half removed and replaced with that. That'd look awesome. I don't know why they removed the headband. That's like very dumb. Very dumb in my opinion. In the show, they look really cool. In the sets, not so much. This version of Lloyd, I don't like. Awful. I'll put him above Spinjitzu Master or whatever. I just don't like this guy at all. I think the gold and the green and the yellow it very much contrast each other way too much. I also don't really like how the hands are still yellow on this guy. Once again, yellow on gold doesn't look very good in my opinion. So awful tier for me. I understand what it's trying to be. It's trying to be like an energized version of, this guy up here, but I still don't like it all that much. It's kind of bad. It reminds me too much of this guy, and I don't like it all that much. Just my thoughts there. What do you guys have to say about this guy? The worst, awful. I don't think he's the worst. I'm saving the worst for a very specific Lloyd figure coming up. If you guys know what that is, then hats off to you. But the worst, I don't think he's as bad as, what we're about to get to. Clash of Colors, yep, don't like it all that much. The colors do not look great. Yeah, I don't like it all that much. I don't like it. Awful tier for me. Tournament Lloyd from Legacy. As mentioned, I think this guy does the tournament design a lot better than the original Tournament Lloyd. I'd probably put him even above this guy, above Honor Lloyd. I think that Legacy Tournament Lloyd is a very cool looking figure. The sleeveless look for Lloyd I'm not super into still, but I think the new hairpiece and the updated torso print make the figure look more fluid, I'd say, more dynamic, less boring, less blocky, less basic, but more of like, maybe this guy could actually, do something in a fight. Maybe he's actually not as weak as we thought he was. I don't know. I like Tournament Lloyd a lot from Legacy. I like that design a lot more than the original. Just my thoughts on that really quick. I think that Legacy Tournament Lloyd is a pretty great figure, hence why he's in the great section. A lot of you guys are saying good for this guy. Awesome. Awful. That's fair. This guy has been used a lot in a lot of different sets, so I understand why some folks might be tired of it. Great, good, perfect. Okay. Almost perfect. For me, they upgraded it so well from the last time. Yep, that's how I feel too. I feel like it's definitely an upgrade, so can't really complain too much about that. Hair looks weird with that mask. I disagree. I think it looks a lot weirder on this guy. Once again, this guy looks very blocky, very stout. This guy looks like he means business. So, Lloyd. Lloyd is okay. Not the worst color combination out there. Maybe average? I want to put him in average. I'll put him... I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll put him at the top of average. So for Lloyd, I mean, it's got white. It's got a couple different shades of green. I think that works. The blue isn't as obnoxious as I thought it might be as well. I heard that all of the Ninja were going to have blue, and I was like, okay, well, how would that work on Lloyd? A lot better, actually. A lot better than what I thought. So I don't hate it. I don't hate that design for Lloyd. I think that Lloyd is a fine design overall with some interesting colors that strangely work in a way. As designs go for the Lloyd costumes, he's not as great as some of these guys, so I'll probably put him at the top of the average tier. Decent, but could be a lot better. That's for sure. Or at least that's just my opinion on Lloyd. Average, perfect. There's a bunch of perfects in there. A couple goods, couple averages. I can see why people like it. I think it's good for what it's trying to do, but I don't think it's as great as it could be, or as some of the other Lloyd figures. Put him in the new Titanic set and sink it. If I had money to buy the new Titanic set, I totally would, but I don't have that type of money on me right now, unfortunately. Do I know where to buy minifigures or old sets? I'd recommend checking out bricklink.com. It's a pretty good place to pick up just figures and older sets if you want at reasonable prices depending on the set or the figure. So yeah, check out Bricklink. All right, moving on to Avatar. Avatar Lloyd is the worst. I hate him. I hate Avatar Lloyd. It's just bad. It's so weird looking. I cannot get myself to like Avatar Lloyd. Biggest issue, mohawk. Looks dumb. If he would have used like his actual hairpiece but in gold, 10 times better. Why does he have a mohawk? Why? It doesn't look good. The face print looks nice, I will say. The face print is the only redeeming quality about this figure. Otherwise, what is this big open torso right here? The legs are also solid gold. Doesn't make any sense. One of the arms is solid gold. What is this? What is this trying to be? This doesn't look like the other Avatar ninja. And for that, I just need to ask again, why? What was the thought process in making this guy? Yeah, definitely my least favorite Lloyd figure by far. Looking at some of these guys, they're going to rank higher than this. This is easily my least favorite Lloyd figure. One of my least favorite Ninjago minifigures ever is Avatar Lloyd, and I stand by that statement. I stand by it. The worst Avatar Lloyd is the worst. Trash. This is the rebellious Lloyd. Yeah, he pulls off the rebellion look really well here. Totally Lloyd. Good job. Only good Avatar is Jade, and obviously Pink Zane changed my mind. I would agree with you there. I like Kai's a little bit too, but this guy is not it. You know what is it? This guy, Legacy OG Lloyd. I'm going to put him in the good section because I like this guy a lot, but I'll put him, I'll put him above the original. The only thing that the original has over this guy is the yellow hands. Why they decided to include black gloves on this guy, I will never know. The yellow hands look really cool though. This guy, in terms of torso printing, the torso printing is amazing, especially on the back. It's awesome. I love this guy a lot. The back printing is genius on this guy. I love the addition of the younger Lloyd face, kind of, borrowing the green eyes from these couple of guys, but making it look younger. I like that idea a lot. I think it looks really cool. Slightly better than the original, but I do think the original has some design choices that are better than this guy, but still, Legacy Young Lloyd, good in my opinion. Pretty good looking figure. I was excited to get my hands on this guy when he came out, and I ended up buying 2 of them. So that's how much I appreciate this guy existing. What do you guys have to say about it? Good, excellent, awful. That's fair. Another awful. Terrible, like it. Yeah, it's okay. He's so cute. Yeah, very cute design for this version of young Lloyd. I think that guy looks adorable. He looks more of like a young Lloyd than this guy, I will say. They really did a good job at capturing the youth on this guy. So, yeah, just my quick thoughts on Legacy Young Lloyd. Hero Lloyd. I like the silver and the green and the brown. I think it looks awesome. I'd probably put it in average tier, but I'd put it above Digi Lloyd. I think this guy looks pretty cool. Again, 1 silver arm doesn't bother me too much. I just think some other Lloyd suits did the silver design a lot better, especially these guys. ZX Lloyd and Stone Armor Lloyd did the silver design a lot better than this guy. But still, Hero Lloyd isn't too bad. I like it a lot. Could have been a lot worse, could have been a lot better. Definitely not my least favorite of the Hero Ninja, that's for sure. Yeah. Pretty average figure in my opinion. There's not a lot that I can say about Hero Lloyd. It just kind of exists to me. And every time I see it, I think to myself, yeah, that's a pretty cool looking figure. And then I move on with my day. So, yeah, average section for me. But what are you guys saying about it? Good, average, POV, you missed out on most of the tier list because of YouTube. Or notifications, like slacking or something today. Average, good, not a fan. Digilord is better. They're kind of on par with each other for me. I'd prefer Hero Lloyd over this guy though, just by a hair, just by a little bit. Let's move on to Spinjitzu Burst Lloyd. Bad. I'm gonna put him above Kendo Lloyd though. I think he's kind of cool, but again, he's not really canon to the show, so it's hard to care about him. And I think that this guy does like an NRG style Lloyd figure a lot better than this guy. Gonna be honest, I don't care for this guy all that much. Spinjitzu, Spinjitzu Burst or Spinjitzu Burst, whatever you want to call it. I don't like it. It's bad to me. I like the face print though. That's one thing about the figure that I like. I like the face print. I think it looks awesome. But yeah, overall very bland, very forgettable. Not gonna remember this one tomorrow. So yeah, bad tier for me. A lot of you guys are saying bad as well. Average, forgettable. Yeah, I agree. Very forgettable. Probably look better if he had the Forbidden Spinjitzu Lloyd hood. Yeah, I can kind of agree with that. I think that would look a little better. Not sure why they didn't do that. Strange. Moving on to Golden 10-year anniversary Lloyd. This guy's really cool. I'm going to put him in great tier, but I'll put him at the top of the greats. The biggest issue with this guy to me is the lack of a green half mask. I really hate how it's just the hairpiece. Why not include a mask? That's what everybody does when they get the figure anyway. They give it a green half mask, so why not have that on the actual figure itself? Who knows? Who knows why LEGO didn't do that? But yes, I would recommend putting a green mask on this guy. If you have extras, if you collect a lot of Ninjago, that should be no problem. Yeah, this guy's still pretty cool, though. I like the headband. I like the gold armor. I like the printing. Pretty cool. Not sure what this guy's supposed to be representing. Maybe Island Lloyd? Maybe something else entirely? Not too sure. Great to me. I don't think he's as cool as some of the other Golden Ninja, but still great nonetheless. Still a solid-looking Lloyd figure. As 10-year anniversary figures go, he's not too bad. Could be a lot better, but not too bad. Island Lloyd is by far very perfect in my opinion. I like him a lot. Where should I rank him? I'll put him right there. How about that? In terms of what you guys are saying about this guy, forgot to look at the comments on this guy. Needs a full mask. I agree. Great, good, great/good, awful even. We have an awful in there. Perfect. That's fair. Island Lloyd. Yeah, I like him a lot, putting him in the perfect tier. Island Lloyd, I think, does this look a lot better. I like the half mask. I like the new face with like the war paint on there. Looks awesome. Love that hairpiece. Love that armor. Love that torso print. Looks beautiful. Looks very much like a savage version of Lloyd. A lot more than this guy does. I think this guy is a little bit more tame compared to this guy. This guy, Island Lloyd, just goes all out. I think he's awesome. Easily one of my favorite Lloyd costumes in recent memory. Had to put him in the perfect tier. A lot of you guys are saying perfect as well. Jumanji Lloyd. Yeah, that's accurate. Rambo Lloyd. Yeah, Rambo Lloyd. That's awesome. Lloyd going Rambo mode for sure. For sure. I like it a lot. This guy is instantly, instant perfect tier for me. We have got a couple more to get through here. Let's go through these pretty quick. Young Lloyd from the Ninjago City Gardens. Average, I'd say. I mean, where should I put him? I'll put him right there. I like how they went back and used the same face as this guy, used the same torso as this guy though, so that's kind of weird. This minifigure gets big points though for the hairpiece. It's finally time that we got that hairpiece for young Lloyd, and it looks fantastic. It looks just as funny as it did in the show. I love that hairpiece a lot. That's what gets this figure big points for me. Otherwise, it's just kind of a retread of a couple of other Lloyd designs that we really didn't need to see a retread of, but I'm so glad that they included the hairpiece. It's excellent in my opinion just because of that. But still, judging the entire figure, it's very average in my opinion. A lot of you guys are saying average as well. Perfect. Bowl cut tier. Oh, maybe I should give it a tier all to itself. The bowl cut tier. His dumpling hair is just not it. I think it looks really funny though. It's also classic to the Lloyd character. I'm just happy that we have that piece, so can't really say too much about that. And Scuba Lloyd being the last one on this list. Scuba Lloyd is okay, I guess. I'd probably put him in average as well, but I'll put him... I'll put him right here. How about that? That's a good spot for him, I think. The blue and the green don't look that great together. I think Digi-Lloyd pulls off that combination a lot better, but I do like the overall torso design. With the dark green and the yellow, doesn't look too bad, actually. Scuba Lloyd is a pretty decent figure, all things considered. Just not my favorite. Not my favorite of the Scuba Ninja. Not my favorite Lloyd overall. I'd put him in the average section, honestly. Just my quick thoughts on Scuba Lloyd. And with that being said, that'll pretty much do it for my Lloyd tier list. So, perfect tier, yeah. Great tier and good tier, I think, are fair too. Average figures that I think are good but could be better. Bad tier, yeah, that makes sense. Awful, oh yeah. And the worst, yes, hate this guy. I hate Avatar Lloyd. Easily my least favorite Lloyd suit. But yeah, what do you guys think about this tier list overall? Once again, there is going to be a link down below in the description if you want to go ahead and check it out for yourself. If you're watching this in video form, thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you next time. If you're watching this on the live stream, let me know what you think about this tier list. How do you think this ranking works? Do you think this makes sense, or would you change anything about it? Leave a comment in the chat. I think it looks pretty cool. Overall. I like this tier list a lot. I like the effort that I put into it. I think it worked out real well. Yeah, just looking at the tier list, yeah. I like it a lot. I like it a lot, not gonna lie. Agree with 95% of it. That's fair. If you guys want to do the tier list for yourself, once again, down below in the description. And with that being said, you guys, that'll pretty much do it for the stream. We kind of ran this one right down to the very end, so I apologize for that. But that'll pretty much do it for the stream here today. We ran it right down to the very last minute. Tomorrow, we will be back for just another casual stream. I am planning on streaming tomorrow, so if you want to tune into tomorrow's stream, feel free to do so. And on Friday, we are going to be doing Ninjago Trivia. Let's go ahead and wrap it up today. Like I said, we kind of ran it down right to the very end. So this is our streaming schedule. In case you guys need a quick reminder, here we go. We stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time, and I do provide you guys with daily updates. If there's ever a day where I cannot stream, I will let you guys know via my community tab. Let's get some hugs in the chat really quick, just to wrap it up. Some of you guys have already started that off. Thank you very, very much. I'll put a couple hugs in there, and I will also put a couple hearts in there because I'm on my phone monitoring the chat. How about that? Yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to today's live stream. We ranked the entire selection of Lloyd Garmadon figures. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and hopefully you enjoyed today's stream. Again, all that footage will be converted into a video coming out very soon, so stay tuned for that. And hopefully you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Thanks so much for joining up on today's stream. Thanks a lot for hanging out. And sorry we kind of ran it down to the last second. I wasn't expecting it to take that long, but, you know, sometimes that just kind of happens, and, you know, we just work with it. We will be back tomorrow, though, to answer more questions for a casual live stream. So come back tomorrow if you want to be a part of that. Thank you so much for watching. You guys have been awesome, and I will see you guys in the next stream. Thanks a lot for watching, and have a fantastic rest of your day. Peace.